everyone, welcome into the Flippin Hippos channel. I'm Star. Today is Monday, June 14th, and because it's a Monday, that means it's time for What's Sold on eBay. Just like every week, I'm going to take you on a walk through our Instagram and show you the photos of our packages each day that we shipped out, just to give you guys an idea of the volume that we do. Spoiler alert, the volume is going down as our listing is going down as we get closer to our move, but we're still taking daily photos of that. And then we'll go over to eBay, where I have selected out some highlights of the week. Of course, I have all the plush that sold this week. I think it was only 3. And then some BOLO items for you guys to be on the lookout for when you're outsourcing, and tried and true bread and butter items that sell really well for us. We're going to jump in with the picture you're looking at right here. I am going to let you know that it is storming outside here. So if you hear big thunderings and bangs, I apologize. Hopefully we don't have a train today, though. It'll just be thunder. So you're looking at today's photo from this weekend. We had 15 sales. All of those were on eBay. We now only have 1,800 listings live on eBay. We're down from, we used to have like 22 to 2,500. So our average sell-through rate being 0.5%. We used to sell about 30 a weekend. We should still be around 24 to 27, I would say. So this is still a little bit lower than it should be. It's just reflecting what I've always taught you guys. An active store is a happy store. And if you list daily and you stay active, you'll sell more. And you guys know that we are revving up for our move to Florida. We've got about 4.5 weeks left. So we're not listing as much as we used to. We used to do about 40 items a day between the two of us. And in addition to cross-posting to Poshmark, Mercari, and Amazon and all of that. So we're not cross-posting right now. We're minimally like 5 to 10 listings a day just to keep things alive and active as we continue to pack and get rid of all of the poop out of our store. We're donating stuff. We are selling our good stuff off in wholesale that we don't want to move with us. And so our focus is elsewhere. But you can see if you have volume in your store, like if you have a lot of listings, even when your activity falls, you can still like hang on by your fingernails and still sell a good bit. 15 is really good for most people. 15 sales in one weekend, most people would be really excited about. And that's because we've built the store up to where we're at, and we can kind of back off and let the momentum carry it, even though it will drop. And I did mention that because tomorrow night I want you guys to tune in at the normal time for our live show, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to have y'all's favorite special guest on. I'm going to have Robert on, and he is the zombie bargain hunter. You guys know him as the other plush seller, the Plush King. And we're going to talk about volume-based businesses and selling bread and butter items and how to keep that momentum going and sell in volume. So let's just keep going on to last week's weekend picture. We had 20 packages and 18 eBay sales. 2 were Posh. So last weekend we had more sales, even though we were out of town all weekend and didn't do any work. It kind of catches up to you. Like if you go on a listing binge, about 2 to 3 days later, you'll see the fruits of your efforts. Your sales will pick up. And if you kind of slack off, it takes 2 to 3 days for that slack off to catch up. It's not like Poshmark, where if you go on and share a whole ton of bunch, you'll almost see the results right away. If you go in and just start sharing and sending offers, you'll see sales today and tomorrow. eBay takes a little while on the back end of the algorithm to catch up to your activity. So it's usually a couple days out. So we had a good weekend last weekend in spite of not working. We were out of town. And then throughout the week, you'll see here where it caught up. You could see we only had 2 go out on Tuesday. Wednesday, we had 5. And then here on Thursday, we only had 3. And Friday, we had 5. And one of those was Poshmark. So that's where we're at as far as volume and listing and, you know, the results of that. If you back off, you sell less. And we're kind of prepared for that and ready for that. We knew it was going to happen because we are getting ready for our move. So, oh, look at that. Ooh, an offer. Okay, so we're going to do the plush. I've got 3 plush here to show you. This is the Gans Webkin Baby Penguin. And you guys know, if you're longtime viewers, you hear me say all the time, Gans are hit or miss. And sometimes they have their codes and sometimes they don't. And some are going to be worth $12 and some are going to be worth $40. I don't think it's so much dependent on the code. I've had animals without the code sell for a lot more than animals with the code. I think a lot of it is the character you have, the animal you have. Is it oversaturated? Is it sought after? And when you check the comps, you'll see the ones that sell for more. Gans also have this, I wanted to show you guys. On their tag, underneath the normal tag where it says Gans with the heart, you'll find a number and what the animal is. And you want to put that in your title as a keyword. Folks who are hardcore collectors of the Gans Webkins may search on eBay for that number, and they will definitely be searching for the name. Some of the names are very generic, like brown bear, green frog. Some are very specific, like Arctic fox, Alaskan seal. But you want to put those in your title because that's what folks are searching for. It's just like with Beanie Babies or Build-A-Bears or any of those plush lines that have specific characters and names for those characters. That's what folks are looking for. You want to give yourself a leg up by using that as a keyword. It's provided for you. You can just put it right in your title like I did. You can see right here, he's a baby penguin. There's his number. And as always, I always put whether or not they have a code in all caps in the title, the condition here, down here in the description, and then again in the item specifics. We all know buyers don't read, so if you put something in 4 places, maybe they'll see it. He was 50 cents in a wholesale lot, and he sold for $16.87, and he shipped first class. Next up, we have a Kelly Toy duck. Kelly Toys hit or miss. A lot of Kelly Toy animals are going to be your lower end bread and butter. Some are going to be higher end, and some are actually bolos, believe it or not. Kelly Toy makes the vintage Care Bears. So you don't want to write Kelly Toy off altogether. Some of the Kelly Toy with the hang tags still attached have like specific safari lines or farm animals. They look like crane toys. Those can actually go for $18 to $20. So don't be afraid of Kelly Toy. Comp it if you don't like bread and butter. But if the cost is right, like this duck was 50 cents, I took the risk. Brought her home. She sold for $11.24, and she shipped first class. And then next up, we have a Jim Benton Happy Bunny. Everybody's familiar with these Happy Bunnies. They were popular for a little while on notebooks, folders, binders, other stationery, and they have a plush line. They're mid-grade bread and butter. I would not pass on them unless they were like more than $1. Then you're getting ridiculous. But you'll see the tag there says Jim Benton. And then each Happy Bunny has a saying on its belly. You want to cram as much of that as you can into your title as a keyword, because that's what folks are going to, again, be looking for when they're searching for these bunnies. I got this one, I'm Not Spoiled, I Deserve All My Stuff, for 50 cents at the Goodwill. And it sold for $15.99 and shipped first class. And now we're going to get into the clothing. We did not have a lot of plush sales last week. So these are Red Snap men's jeans. This was a brand that was new to me. I had never heard of it, but it was on sale for 99 cents at the Goodwill. And it was new with tags, number 1. Number 2, it was men's jeans. Men's clothing sells faster and for more money than women's. It's just a fact. It just is. On every platform, you can always start your men's clothing about $5, give or take, higher than women's. For example, I start the majority of Old Navy women's jeans at $20 to $21. Maybe a couple more if it's unique or plus size. Men's, I'll start at $25, unless it's unique or a larger size. I'll go up to $27, $28 sometimes. So men's clothing just sells for more. It sells a lot faster. You're going to have less returns. The flip side of that, though, is you'll find less of it in the wild when you're outsourcing. Women's clothes is just easier to find when you're thrifting. But these were men's. They were new with tags. So even though it was new to me, it came with a belt. I mean, they're super cute. They have a belt. They got some rips and distressing there. And you can see the hems have some stitching. So I decided to try them. And they were size 36, which is a bigger size for men. That's a good size. They sat for a little while, but clothing is long tail, and I'm patient. And they sold for a best offer of $20.03. and they ship priority in a padded flat. Next up, we have some women's jockey jeans. Jockey's a brand that you can find at Kmart and Walmart. It's typically a brand I would avoid and call poop, honestly. But these were new with tags, and I kind of like to make an exception if something's the right cost of goods, new. So these were 99 cents, had the tags, bell-bottom flare. I do really well with bell-bottoms and flare jeans. So I decided to risk it. They're nice dark wash, too. They're nice looking jeans. So they sold for $33.84. That's a nice flip for me. From 99 cents, I'll take it any day. They did ship in a padded flat. Next up, we have a Reebok men's jersey. These are the Pistons. And this is Isaiah Thomas's number 11. 2XL. Great size for men's t-shirts and men's jerseys. It's a big size. It's good. This picture's poop. Let me show you that. This is an example of how not to take your photos. Keith. But you can see the first picture was fixed with photo room. So the first picture in the gallery did look really nice. We kind of focus on that. I know I've talked about it before. Photo room app is available for the iPhone and the Android. They have a free version. They have a paid version that has some more features. You can get by with the free version. Just change the first photo so that your gallery photo, when folks are searching on eBay, the first photo they see is the pretty one with the nice background. Typically, we don't change any of the other ones. This is one I might have changed just because you can see where the backdrop ends. But it's cool. It sold pretty quick. This came in a wholesale lot, about $2.25 cost of goods. Sold for $19.99. Shipped first class. Next up, we have a Not Your Daughter's Jeans, women's jeans. This is a solid bread and butter brand. These pictures definitely probably could have had the background taken out. It's got some yellowing. So I would have seen these the next time they were about to end and fix them. But they sold as is. They're a size 8, which is very average. I typically, with most bread and butter brands, try to aim for larger sizes. But there's certain brands that are good any size, and Not Your Daughter's Jeans is one of them. In fact, this is a brand that actually I used to start around 40, but unfortunately folks have to race to the bottom and not price their stuff at what it's worth, and attribute to the downfall of a lot of brands. But anyway, these were 99 cents, sold for $20.43, and they did ship, I believe, let me double check, in a padded flat. Next up, we have a pair of Free People women's capri jeans. Speaking of a brand that used to be a bolo, Free People used to be like nutsoid priced. When we first started, this was like a hot bolo item. Everybody wanted this brand. This had a little mark on it. And the jeans used to start around 50 or 60. Free People does not do that well anymore, but it's not a brand I turn my nose up at either. I do pick it up. I don't pass on it. It's at least solid bread and butter, if not higher end bread and butter these days. Obviously, because these are capri jeans, they're going to start at a little bit lower price than full lengths. And they have that mark I showed you, which I disclosed in the description here and showed a photo of. So these sold for $22.99. These did ship first class, which is always nice. When they weigh less than a pound, you can save a little bit of money on the shipping side of things. And then last but not least this week, we have these True Religion women's jeans. These are the Rainbow Belly Straight. Let me show you where I got that from. If you guys ever source True Religion, on the back, there should be a tag that looks like this with the Buddha, the World Tour, and then in the section part, it will usually have a style, and then you want to use that in the title, just like the plush at the beginning of the video. Folks who like True Religion jeans and like the Rainbow Billies are going to search for that. So you want to use that anytime any jeans have like a name or a style printed on the tags or on the inside of the waistband. Always use those. It's free keywords. You don't have to think. So these are a size 25, and they are nice looking. Most True Religion jeans are really nice jeans. So these were I think $2.50 in a wholesale lot. They may have been $2, but we'll say $2.50. I believe they came out of the wholesale lot that I had with all of the bottoms in it, the jeans and stuff. So $2.50, and they sold for $47.49, and they shipped it up out of flat. But I want to repeat that and highlight it. True Religion jeans still sell for $40 to $50 on eBay. There is no need to price these lower. There is no need to chase that fast nickel or jump on that bandwagon of racing to the bottom. Too many times I have actually seen brands just plummet. And True Religion, Miss Me, Silver, these are all jeans that I still on the regular get $40 to $50 for. And then I turn around and see people listing them for $20 and $25. I can get $25 for Gloria Vanderbilt and Old Navy. There is no reason why Bolo brands should be that low, unless there's some kind of damage. I mean, sometimes if they've been sitting around for a long time and you want rid of them, maybe 30 or 35 on a sale or a best offer. But like I've seen Lucky Brand, Not Your Daughter's Jeans, Free People, 7 for All Mankind. I've seen a lot of brands, even BKE. BKE men's jeans still sell for 40 to 50 for me, but the women's, I'm lucky if I can get 20. I've seen all these brands over the years. You know, I can remember back when I was getting started and learning how to be a reseller. They were brands that I would get excited when I found, and I could bring them home and list them for 35, 45, 50 bucks. Not anymore. So I try to list stuff at what I know it's worth. Yes, comps are important. Yes, you need to look at the solds and see what stuff is actually selling for. Yes, you need to look at what's actually listed now and active and what people are listing them for. But you also don't have to contribute to the downfall of a brand. If you know of an item's value, if you know an item's worth, and you know people will pay that for them, there's no reason not to list them for that price. At the end of the day, you're going to make more profits, which is good for you, for the bottom line of your business. You're going to have more capital. You can reinvest it into your business. You can upscale to wholesale. You can grow. You can pay off your debts, and you can just make more money. So anyway, that's my soapbox for today. You guys know that's one of my favorite soapboxes to get on. Don't race to the bottom. All right, let me know down in the comments below how your sales have been, how your activity has been. Remember, we are doing the June listing challenge with the bonus challenge of choosing something you've been procrastinating and finishing it up this month. If you're not in our Facebook group, it is called Flippin Hippos Reseller Pod. You can look for it right on Facebook, but there is a link in the description box below to use. That will take you right there. It's free to join, and once you're a member, go to the announcements, find the post about the listing challenge, and you can jump on in and join us where you're at. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you leave. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Help us feed a hungry hippo. And you can also find us on Instagram at Flippin Hippos. Until next time, guys, go be productive. Go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.